What up, socialites? Welcome back to the Social Studies Podcast with me, Joe Dombrowski.
And me, Gaspare Randazzo.
Oh, I'm coming all over the world. I'm going to be, let's see. This week, I am actually in nowhere. And next week, I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. So definitely come to that. And then I'm taking a week off, and then I'm going to Des Moines and Tulsa that week as well. And then I'm going to be in Springfield, St. Louis, Chicago for Market Days, Lexington, Kentucky, Omaha, Brea, Raleigh, Boston, Denver, Eugene, you name it. Get your tickets at thejoedombrowski.com.
And I will be in Staten Island this weekend. This is my big show in Staten Island at the theater. So come on down. I will be in Philadelphia, West Hartford, Connecticut, Tulsa, Plano, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Long Island, Sacramento, Point Pleasant, Seattle, Chicago, Buffalo, Toronto, Hoboken, Manhattan, a few other dates coming up. Get your tickets at GasparRandazzo.com. So what you guys
GasparRandazzo.com.
What you guys don't know is Joe and I have already been talking for about an hour.
45 minutes.
So
yeah, an hour actually.
So yeah, we're exhausted. So the podcast is gonna end
right now.
So Joe, a few things.
Wait, don't you have more questions to ask me?
Oh shoot. I forgot about that. But I have some topics that I wanted to talk to you about. But we had Patreon last week as questions, and there are
Patreon.com/Social Studies Podcast.
questions
Get into
on there, which I forgot. So quick question for you, Joe. Notice anything on my beard? Joe's just looking at my beard for those of you at home.
No.
So I decided, I was looking at it in the mirror, and I realized that I've been shaving it like this, like the very Guido-y chin strap. And I don't want that. That's not really me. And I don't know why I've been doing that for so long. So
you're bringing it up.
So I had to shave my whole face, and I'm letting it evenly grow up, like higher up. Do you notice?
No, but I did notice about you that you always cut your beard so low.
I don't want to. I think I just have high cheekbones.
Okay. Well, thank you, Judy Garland. I'm glad you're feeling yourself with your new beard.
No, but I look different,
and your high
though.
cheekbones.
Do I look... What?
You look different? Oh.
Like a little Zoolander. My beard is growing in like your hair right now. It's like, well,
my hair is falling out.
Let me see. How's it look?
It's falling out. So it's supposed to, but it's back to.
Oh, it looks good though. It looks better.
Oh, geez, thanks. But it's still, it's like thin and weird up there. But this is all going to fall out and regrow back in.
Does it feel like spiky?
No, feels like regular hair.
Oh.
Soft and supple.
Also, I went to Dave & Buster's just now, ate so much bad food. It was it's Tuesday right now. A friend of ours was like, hey, do you want to come to Dave & Buster's for a child's birthday? And I was like, sure. So I went. Let me just tell you that the machine, Lucy threw some balls. It didn't work. So I go to the guy, I go, dude, it didn't register. The guy comes over, he looks at me, he goes, have fun. He put like 400 credits on my card. And he goes, I had 30 left. He put 400 credits. He goes, have fun. So I said, you sure? He goes, I seriously could care less. And
what
he
a
just
guy.
Walked away. He was like an angel on earth.
He was an angel, just stepped in, gave you a little gift, and went on his merry little way.
Remember we talked about Dave & Buster's and you just hate it with a passion?
I just don't like it. For kids, yeah.
Nah, it's not fun with kids. Hell no. It's torture.
It's not fun with adults.
It's just not fun. Overall, it's just not a fun place.
Let's just be real. Let's just call it what it is.
Like, I would love to go as an adult.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. Like, just to play the games and to like, but I guess I could just go to a park and play basketball.
You also have to be an adult to like it as an adult.
Yeah, I am. Is that what you're trying to say? I am an adult.
I am a big boy.
Another thing. So I had a few things on my list to tell you. They're all quick.
He's got a list, everybody.
You remember the show Jackass?
Of course. Was I a teenager in the early 2000s?
Right? Of course, right? Like, I would think that's the most common knowledge.
Joe, do you know? Tell me you met someone who has no idea what it is.
Met somebody. My co-teacher, the young girl, she had not a clue.
No.
Joe, I swear to God, she never heard of it. Never heard of Johnny Knoxville. Never heard of Steve-O. Never heard of Bam Margera. I'm like, how have you never heard?
Bam I get, but not hear of Steve-O?
So she goes, what's he in? And I'm like, Jackass. And she's like, what's Jackass? And I'm like, all right, so what happened was she was stapling something. The staple caught her finger.
Oh my God. Ow. Yeah, like how they used to do it in their ass and shit.
So I said to her, when Ponzo, my friend and I were young, we were not smart. Jackass was like our idol. We were dumb as shit. We didn't even have a video camera. We just played Jackass. And we were like, whatever happens, happens. We used to take shopping carts and go down people's driveways right into their garage door. We used to just really dumb stuff. One time we took staplers, opened them up, and just went back and forth stapling each other in the arm until one of us gave up. We were dumb. I jumped on a treadmill once while I was going full speed and tried to keep running. I ended up slipping. I got my whole back skinned. I had to go to the doctor, explain to the doctor what happened to me. It was really a bad scene. My mom was really upset. Really dumb stuff. So she got her finger caught.
I cut my fingers so bad on a treadmill one time because I was playing grocery store.
Yeah, we were playing with human bodies.
I was 6. Right. Okay. Anyway,
I was like 17, and there was like girls in the basement. I was like, "You guys want to see if I could jump on the treadmill while it's moving full speed?" And I like had a driver's license, so I wasn't a child.
Yeah,
because like I remember getting in the car like in pain. So she was like, "What's Jackass?" So then I pulled it up on YouTube.
Oh my God. Can we make a list right now of things of you to ask her?
Oh, hell yeah.
You're just going to ask her these things and she has to say yes or no. And if she says yes and she gives you have to ask her what the answer is. And if she gives you the wrong answer, you have to document that and bring it back.
Okay. So first off, she was born in 2001.
But she should still have very important cultural references.
No,
so
agreed.
Like, ask her if she knows who the Spice Girls are.
She does.
How do you know?
Because I sang Spice Up Your Life to the kids.
Oh, okay. But does she know where that's from, though? Like, she might know Congo, but not that it's Gloria Estefan. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that either.
So
I don't know Gloria Estefan. Like, I know nothing about her.
Okay. So what would be something that we should ask her if she knows? Does she know
first off,
the OC? Ask her if she knows the OC.
Yeah, but that's Orange County.
Yeah, but it was a show.
You see, I didn't watch that.
It with fucking you. It doesn't matter if you watched it or not. You knew what it was.
Yeah, of course. I knew what it was. That was like One Tree Hill.
Right.
All right.
But
so the OC.
Right. The OC.
Okay.
She knows what that is. Okay.
How funny. Sam Salem's calling me.
What does he want? Okay. What else? Wow, this is harder than I thought.
Yeah. What do you call it?
Ask her if she knows this. Ask her if she knows muffins. I'm making muffins. Blueberry, raspberry, asbestos. I'm baking muffins as best as I can. Shut the hell up. You don't know that? Do you know shoes, Gaspar? Do you know shoes?
Like Daniel with the Vans?
Kind of, but shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some
Midwestern.
Shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get them. You don't know that? What in the... Are you serious? Do you know E-Bombs World?
Do I know what?
E-Bombs World?
Oh, E-Bombs World, I remember.
Ask her if she knows what Live Journal is.
I don't know what that is either.
I'm going to kill myself.
What are you talking about? Do you know
age, totally
do you know
different life.
Newgrounds?
Of course.
Newgrounds was where there was that game where Britney Spears was in a bubble bath and you had to pop all the bubbles. And then it was
I definitely don't know that.
A superimposed head on a naked body, and you had to pop all the bubbles, and then she would be naked under there. And I remember me and 10 friends huddled over the computer popping bubbles, and we were like, yo, we saw Britney Spears naked. And like,
Horrible.
it didn't even match up at all, the body. It would be like Britney
she was
Spears
like
with like a black woman's body. Pretty much. Like, but all right. So anyway, so she was like, why would I know this show? It came out in 2000. And I'm like, Aurora, I'm like, this was a super, like super popular show, like the most popular show.
Ask her if she knows what the show The Osbournes.
That's with Ozzy Osbourne's kids.
Right.
Yeah, she wouldn't. Hell no, she does not know.
Ask her if she knows who Hilary Duff is.
She probably knows Hilary Duff because I think she's popular again.
No.
But anyway, so she was like, well, what was it? And I'm like, it was just a show of people doing stupid stuff. She's like Vine. And I'm like,
okay. She's like almost there, but she's still too late.
But I was like, it wasn't Vine. It was full episodes. Like, but when you're trying to explain Jackass, I'm like, I don't know, it's just guys just like doing dumb stuff to each other. And she's like, and people watched it. Like, was it popular? I'm like, was it pop? I'm like, they literally had like Johnny Knoxville ruled the 2000s, right?
Ruled
Wouldn't you
MTV.
say?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
I would say
absolutely.
He was on TV shows. He was everything. Anyway.
Absolutely.
Guys, summer is right around the corner. And let me just tell you right now, I am tired of giving away my money to these big wireless companies. I want to save my money, use it over the summer, use it to travel, use it to go, use it to do things I want to do. So this spring, this summer, I want some skimpy wireless bills and some big fat wallets. And I have a premium wireless plan just for you. For $15 a month, you can say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plan with their jaw-dropping monthly bills and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. All of their plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk and text, and it's delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone, bring your own phone number with you. You could have all your existing contacts. You get everything. So ditch all the overpriced wireless. Get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank. Get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/social studies. That's mintmobile.com/social studies. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 month, 5 gigabyte plan required, equivalent to $15 per month. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
Lately, I've been trying to clean up the way that I shop for groceries, not just for my health, but for my budget, too. I was getting tired of standing in aisles, trying to read every single label ingredient, only to end up overpaying for a few healthy items at my local grocery store. That's when I gave Thrive Market a shot. And let me be honest with you, it's a game changer. I'm getting the same high-quality brands that I love, but for less and without compromising the standards. Thrive Market is like your favorite health food store, but online. And way more affordable. I'm talking about premium brands like Primal Kitchen, Simple Mills, you name it. All delivered at your door and up to 30% less than what you pay in traditional stores. Everything sells on a non-GMO and meets incredibly high standards. They actually ban over 1,000 ingredients that are still allowed in the U.S. products, like artificial dyes, preservatives, and seed oils that I've been trying to avoid. The site is super easy to shop. You can filter by diet like gluten-free, paleo, keto-free, sugar-free, so you're not wasting time reading labels. Even stocked up on wellness essentials like magnesium, omega-3s, and herbal teas, and it's not just food. Thrive has supplements, household items, and cleaning products and beauty products, all vetted and all way more affordable than I ever expected. And the shipping, fast and carbon neutral. Plus, when you sign up, you get to pick a free gift, which is worth up to $60 of your first order, which, by the way, is a pretty great way to save money when you're trying something new. Listen, this is what you can do. Skip the junk without overspending and head straight to thrivemarket.com/social studies to get 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift. That's thrivemarket.com/social studies. thrivemarket.com/social studies.
Wait. One other thing. Two other things. I sent you that video the other day of the Michaels t-shirts for my new wardrobe.
Oh, God.
Dude, so I tried a bunch on in Michaels, and it was weird because like Michaels is not a store to try on clothes. And I was trying them on right over my shirt, and I was like, this isn't giving me true feel. So I took my shirt off and I was putting the shirts on, and Melissa was like, there is something wrong with you. She's like, they are $2. They're hard cotton. They don't look nice. Like, why do you work so hard to buy $2 t-shirts? And I was like, it's principle. And she's like, these are shirts designed to print a logo of some school on it, wear it once and never wear it again.
Yeah.
And I was like, not in my world. Like, I'm wearing them every day. And
guess what? It's gonna get you're gonna put it in the wash as a t-shirt, and it's gonna come out as a washcloth.
So I thought that. So I was like, let me get larges so they shrink down to mediums. But the larges looked weird on me. And I was like, it's not worth the $2. And
Yeah,
I'm not going to
lie.
lie.
In the middle.
It's just weird. They were weird fitted. Like, and then I was like, if I tuck them in, they don't look bad. And Melissa's like, I'm going to throw up looking at you. Like, you're not tucking in a $2 Michaels t-shirt. Like, what world do you live in? Speaking of
like
world,
if you were a drinker, you'd still drink like Mohawk.
I don't even know what that is. Where's that?
Like, honestly, I don't even know what Mohawk goes for anymore, but you could probably buy a half gallon of it for $7, probably less.
What about Pabst Blue Ribbon? Remember that was like a big.
Oh, but that's different though. That's beer.
Why? What's Mohawk?
It's like, it's vodka that's so bad it's essentially rubbing alcohol.
Oh no, I don't. I wouldn't drink that. Also, last
a
thing,
half gallon of Mohawk vodka is precisely $10.
how much is a half gallon of like a good vodka, like Sky? Is Sky still
It's
good?
so good they don't sell it in a half gallon. Right. See what I'm saying? Grey Goose by the half gallon is, I'm gonna guess, like $80.
No, I would say a
Like
gallon's
$60. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, last thing I'm going to tell you, Joe, I had to film an ad for some like company. I don't want to say the name. So it was food company. I thought it would be funny if I filmed it in the bathroom. They're pre-made meals. I filmed it in the bathroom at work because I was trying to say like you could eat them anywhere. They're so easy. You could eat them on the go. So I went in the bathroom at work. I didn't rest it on the urinal. I didn't like sit it on a thing. I just ate it while standing by the urinal, and everybody is all grossed out. Is that gross?
Yes.
What part? Bringing food into the bathroom? Because Melissa's like, you brought it in. There's poop particles floating around the air. I'm like, when you open a bathroom door, you don't
not
just
exactly the demographic to bounce that off of. Melissa doesn't even let your kids sit on the ground.
But like, I was like, when you walk into a bathroom, you don't just get hit in the face with fucking poop particles. They're not floating. It's not a freaking living organism. They go down the toilet. Like,
but that's how farts smell. Casper,
sure.
I got to tell you, one time I was so high and I like had this epiphany and figured out why farts smell. And in my brain, I saw this diagram of there's a poop lodged in your colon, and then the air goes around the poop and out your asshole. but like as it's going around the poop, it's like grabbing those particles to like
That's what it
make
does.
smell on its way. I know, but I was like older and like put this all together. It was like, oh my God.
Morgan, come quick. I figured out the science of a fart.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but that's what it is. That's why, like, if you really gotta go to the bathroom, they smell worse because you're prairie dog and it's closer to the edge. For real, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There's got to be a friggin' Magic School Bus episode about that.
There has to be. Do you know there's a Magic School Bus episode about like salmon reproductive cycle? And like literally, I watched it the other day. The kids are in a school bus and they're on the salmon eggs in the middle of the ocean. And then this boy salmon, this is not a joke, swims over them and just jizzes all over them. Isn't that insane? That was just like on TV. Well, I get it. Also, like we had to like learn, I guess, but like, did we have to learn that? Like, there's so many other things they could have chose to teach us about. Teach me why trees are green, not why salmon eggs get jizzed on.
Imagine getting the parent consent form.
Bukkake, right?
The parent consent form for that trip.
But literally,
hey kids,
like
we're going to get jizzed on.
Like, I'm sorry, what?
Magic School Bus is a weird show. It's like, all right,
weird.
Quick, he sneezed. Go down his fucking throat. Choke him out.
Literally.
Like, anything happened for you this week?
Oh God, it was so nice. I literally did nothing during Memorial Day.
Oh, that's right. Amazing. Nothing?
Yeah. Loved it. Loved doing nothing. It's my favorite. Doing nothing is my favorite. Like living a full day with no plan. Oof, the best.
Yeah. You know what I realized? Like with children, there's no day of nothing. Like there's no downtime. Like even if I was like, I want to just relax. Like it was funny. Like Melissa was like, why don't you go in the yard and relax with the kids? Like that's not relaxing. No, like I went in the yard and it was just Lucy just standing next to me going, Dad, 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 blow bubbles, blow bubbles. Also I saw Stranger Things on Broadway.
Oh yeah. How was that?
So you watched the show or no?
I know the TV show, yeah.
So I didn't watch the TV show. Melissa did. Dude, it is so good. With zero context of the TV show, it's so interesting the way they do it. Mm-hmm. It's super like interactive. But anyway, Lucy, I know you'll appreciate this. We had a babysitter come, a friend of like a teacher that we know that they're familiar with. Lucy told the babysitter at 10 o'clock, Gaspare was like, I have to go to bed. I have to go to bed. And the teacher's like, the babysitter's like, you don't have to. Like, you can stay up later if you want. And he's like, I can't. I have to go to bed. It's nighttime. So Gaspare runs off to his bed, of course, as he always does. And Lucy told the babysitter that every hour we allow her to eat another snack. So she said, no. I'll just stay up. It's fine. She's
Wait,
like,
Lucy is a houser when it comes to food. She hacks away the child.
Dude, I had to yell at her about snacks. I was like, you're done snacking. You're done. Yeah. You're not allowed to snack anymore. It's out of control. But anyway, she told the babysitter, oh, my mommy and daddy, she goes, Gaspar's like, I'm going to bed. She's like, I'll just wait till they come home. And the babysitter's like, they're not coming home till late.
She made her own rules up.
And then she goes, no, my mom and dad said that every hour I could eat a new snack. So the babysitter's texting us and she's like, should I give her a snack every hour? I was like, she's a goblin. Do not listen or believe her. Like she's tricking you. Like,
oh my God.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Guys, all around us, there's this whole stigma around men's mental health. It's like people say, oh, you shouldn't get, men should just tough it up, suck it up, and all that stuff. But it's not that easy. And it's not a bad thing to want help. Okay. Did you guys know that over 6 million men in the United States suffer from depression every year? And it's often undiagnosed. It's okay to struggle. And real strength comes from opening up about what you're carrying and doing something about it. You know me, Joe. You know me. You guys all know me. I like to talk. I talk about everything in my life. It helps me get things off my chest. But sometimes the people I'm talking to don't want to hear it anymore. So it's nice to talk to a licensed therapist who actually can listen and be there for me without having judgment, without feeling, some type of way about it. With BetterHelp, there are over 35,000 therapists, and it's the world's largest online therapy platform, serving over 5 million people globally. And it works. They have an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's super convenient. You could switch your therapist at any time. It's all done online. It fits right into your busy life. So as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/social studies. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/social studies.
This show is sponsored by Liquid IV. Listen, are you prepping for big summer trips? Well, if you are, you should absolutely be packing your Liquid IV, okay? Visit liquidiv.com and maximize your summer plans with sugar-free hydration featuring the new Raspberry Lemonade Hydration Multiplier and get 20% off your first order with code SOCIAL at checkout. I love Liquid IV. I'm using it all the time for workouts, late nights. I use it every single time I travel. I drink it after the gym and I'm absolutely loving it, making me feel hydrated and absolutely beautiful. My favorite flavors, let me tell you what. Absolutely loving the raspberry lemonade, but white peach is where my heart is at. Get some of that if you can. You will love it. I think you're going to use this in the classroom. I think you're going to use this on your road trips. I think you're going to use this all summer long when you head to the beach, okay? Because the flavors are true to fruit. That's right. I'm drinking white peach. I'm tasting white peach, all right? And all of the flavors are just like that, like the acai berry, the lemon lime, the pina colada, name it, it tastes like it. I am partial to the sugar-free flavors, like raspberry lemonade, of course, white peach, and raspberry sherbet, which Gaspar and I both agree taste exactly like sherbet, just melted. Listen, break the mold of your own ritual. Just one stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates you better than water alone because it's powered by Live Hydroscience, which is an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. That's 3 times the electrolytes in the leading sports drink. 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, and always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So what are you waiting for? Get ready for summer with extraordinary hydration from Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code SOCIAL at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code SOCIAL at liquidiv.com.
Joe, some questions for you from the Patreon.
Okay, tell me.
All right. These are good. What is your opinion on social media? Is it good or bad?
That's such a big question. Like, what specifically? Is that all it says?
Well, then it says, what effect do you see on your high school students? I mean, they're addicted to it. They're addicted.
So but what's addicted?
Like,
weren't we addicted to AAM? Like, you know what I mean?
We aim, yeah. Like, they literally just sit there in class with their phone out, taking selfies with filters, making TikToks. Like,
they make TikToks in the middle of class.
Of course, yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah, they're just like in the back of the room, like doing dances and shit. Yeah. Also, like when I went to Italy with the students, I remember kids were waking up at 3 a.m., setting their alarms so that they could post pictures because the time difference would be like optimal posting time in America. So they were waking up at 3 a.m. to post so that it would like land on their friends' pages at 8 p.m. And I was like,
Gaspar, how do we teach our physical children that this is pathetic?
Well, that's the thing. Like, someone wrote, will you let your own children have social media?
Tell me, Dad.
The problem is it's so relevant. You kind of hit the nail on the head. Like, we had AIM, and like if you were the only kid who wasn't on AIM, like that sucked. You know what I mean? And I don't want my kids to be like the kids who aren't on social media when all their friends are and everybody's on it and using it and interacting. And then it's like, sorry, my mom and dad said I can't. And then they're like resentful that everybody else is doing it except them. That's where it gets tricky.
I do agree with you, but like I still feel like even though, because I think I will do the same, I still feel like even though eventually I will let them have social media, like I can still teach them like, hey, when people are walking around and they're only on social media and they're constantly checking their phone, or they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning when they're on a European vacation to post so their friends can see it in America time, that's called pathetic. I think I'll still teach them that,
Yeah, but I think no matter how much you try to teach someone, it's not that easy because
But
society.
there's a difference between trying to teach them and just not at all.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Also, at what age will you allow your kids to have social media?
I don't know. Like, it's funny because like I already see little things like Gaspar makes videos on his phone, like on a phone with Lucy, like on the iPad. They make movies like, oh, I'm the doctor. Oh, I'm gonna karate chop you. Oh, my arm is broken.
Which
like,
that's
stupid.
Cool.
No, it's cool, but I see the little shift in like them like almost talking like influencers, like being like, hey guys, like today I'm gonna like Lucy will say like, hey guys, and she'll clap. I showed you the video, and she's like, hey guys, like we're gonna fix brother's broken arm. And it's like, no, like why are you talking like that? But then like I also see
it's their world. Like that's their
world.
Like,
and now like think about it. Like they're like these people who they're watching online are making like a ton of money doing that also. So it's like it's not that crazy to be like, I want to be a YouTuber. Also, especially because like I make money on social media. Like your kids are gonna see you making money on social media and they're gonna be like, oh, well, dad makes money on social media. Like, why wouldn't I be able to make a job out of that? It's tricky.
Yeah, true.
Because what are we going to say? Social media is stupid. Well, except we need it to sell tickets and to do this and do that.
Yeah. But I remember when I was a teacher, when I was teaching fifth, the kids were super into social media. And I told them, I was like, don't be general, be specific. And I was like, if you want to get on social media and be like, look at me, this is my life, this is what I do. No one wants to, and I would full on, I'd be like, no one wants to see that. No one wants to see your boring life and the stupid shit that you do. No one's I go, but you like cooking and you like gardening and you are so savant like with your knowledge of football. Like make specific things based on what you like to do. So that way you hone it in. I go, no one needs to know your whole life. Like you don't got to show people a house tour. You don't got to do like someone I started working with recently was like, I think a really cool thing would be a house tour. Hell no, under my dead body am I ever doing a house tour. First of all, y'all don't need to know where I live. Second of all, this is my this is my peaceful spot. You don't got to know everything about me.
Or like people say like comment about plants, comments about weird things, or like pictures in the back. Like if there's a picture of something, they'll comment, and then I'm like, ooh, you're like in
people look at everything.
Like you're like in my house. Like
don't you remember when I bought my house and people found it? Hated that.
Yeah, I remember that. Also, I will say I do give this speech to my students about social media. Social media is what people want you to see and what they want you to believe. So like no girl wakes up with a full face of makeup. No matter what the video shows of them rolling out of bed, they've done their makeup and they've done their face. Like they don't just look perfect. So like, because I'm like, especially like young girls, compare. Oh, look how this person look. You know what I mean? So it is dangerous for that. Also, this is like the best thing I ever read on social media. Social media makes people feel depressed because let's say you follow 1,000 people. Joe, you might go to Hawaii this week. but that's your trip for the year, right? Your trip for the year was this week. That's 1 out of 1,000 people I follow went away this week. Now, Megan, she goes away week 2, right? But that's her one trip for the year. So now for 1 week, I saw Joe on vacation. For another week, I saw Megan on vacation. For another week, I saw Sarah on vacation. And you know what I mean? So, but that was their one vacation.
Loronda.
So now in my brain, it's everybody's always on vacation except for me. But now in July, I go on vacation for a week, and you haven't been on vacation since you beginning of the year. And now you look at me and you go, everybody's on vacation except for me. You get what I'm saying? Because we're so quick to like compare what everybody is doing, if that makes sense.
It does. Good job. Next.
All right. Would you rather have sticky Dorito fingers for your life or always have wet jeans on?
Wet jeans. I can't even, this is my like one thing about me is I can't even grab microfiber cloths. Ooh, it's like making me like shiver thinking about it. Do you get like that with microfiber cloths?
I don't really know what
Morgan buys these from time to time. Whenever I see them in the cabinet, immediately trash.
Is that the stuff that you wipe a whiteboard with?
Sometimes, yeah. But
yeah,
it's just
I know
like
what those are.
Immediately trash.
All right, this is a good one. Who is the most famous person that you ever interacted with?
Me? Not that famous. Ellen? Super famous. Ellen, obviously. What about you?
Well, interacted with or like talked to. Like, I would say like interacted with, like meaning like actually had a conversation, not just like, hey, and they walked by, right?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel. When I was young, I was on.
Yeah, you were in the movie.
That movie, and like we like hung out and talked for a little while about video games, and like he was super cool and down to earth, and like I would say Vin Diesel's pretty famous.
Yeah, I would say Vin Diesel's pretty famous.
Is Vin Diesel more famous than Ellen?
See, this is where I would say no.
That's a hard question because like define fame, you know?
Defining fame is weird, and the more I get immersed into the entertainment world and comedy, the more I realize just like how many levels to fame there actually are. Like to get to like Brad Pitt is like quite literally 1 in 1 quadrillion billion. But then you have like the Kardashians who like don't even have a talent; they just are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think we talked about this. Like it was like that, right? The fame scale. It was like Trump was like a 10, where it's like nowhere in the world can Trump go without someone recognizing him every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it was like The Rock was like a 9.5. Like nowhere, you know, wherever he goes, he'd be noticed every 12 minutes. Like, you know, it was like that's how the scale went. What's the level of fame like you would want to be at? Like noticed at least once every day, once every week, once every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, I would say like if I was noticed 4 or 5 times a day, that's like a great level of fame. Cause it's like, if you're noticed 5 times a day in the world, that means you're doing really well. Like as far as like career goes, like you're probably selling a lot of tickets, doing comedy, whatever it is, but also you're still living a pretty normal life.
Yeah, it's like that too. It's like how you and I talk about all the time. Like we'll do this show and everyone will be like, "Oh my God." And then we'll walk out on the street, people will fucking spit on us.
No,
like, yeah, it's just
they won't
real.
even spit. They'll just walk right by you.
I'm walking here.
Oh, someone said that I sound like a character from the show Big Mouth.
People tell me that all the time too.
About you?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Which character?
I don't know. Always the gay ones.
Oh, mine is. He looks like a garbage. Mine just looks like a dumpster. It's this guy, Coach Steve.
To be Coach Steve anymore. I guess now I'm just Coach, I do my laundry here, and in return, I DJ for free. But I do accept tips, like, how do you get people to make eye contact with you? Because whistles, they're on strings, so when you accidentally swallow them, you can yank them right back out. I just found out Dippin' Dots isn't fluorescent guinea pig duties. It's ice cream.
But you were eating it anyway?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why these duties were so delicious. I can't tell you or my wish won't come true. My wish is that I tinkled before the bus ride. Ooh, my stomach has a headache.
The end. Yes, it is. Yes. Fully.
I don't hear it.
Hey, ask me another one right quick.
Okay. This is an interesting one. Hey, Megan. Well, hey, Ashley. But Ashley and Megan had a conversation. It was about AI. How do we feel about ChatGPT/AI now that we know about the whole water consumption part of it? I don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I don't either.
I know that like they're like concerned.
I know there's something like, it's something like, I don't know. Okay, first of all, everybody, this is what I fucking hate about the internet. I'm going to say something and everyone's going to be like, he's spreading false information. So let me start this by saying, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not a ChatGPT expert. But I think, Gaspare, AI is powered in like huge warehouses. And the way I picture it is there's like gigantic microchips that get, I guess they're not micro, I guess they're macro chips that get like super hot and they have to be kept cold. And in order to keep them cold, water needs to like flow on them and over them. But like that water like disappears or something somehow. And then like, so it's like using water in like an inefficient way or whatever. And it was okay when like companies were using it because it was just on like a smaller scale. But now that like the world has access to AI, it's like picking up at like an astronomical rate. But here's my thing. Doesn't water like never go away? Like, wouldn't it just evaporate and go into the sky and then like turn into clouds and then fall into rain and then be water again? Do I sound like a fucking, somebody is listening to this and there's like, what a fucking idiot. Like,
no, because there's droughts. And if there's a drought.
Yeah, but there's a drought, but then like water eventually comes. Like, is this bad for like a specific area? Or is it bad for like the,
yeah,
are
like,
we like getting rid of water? I don't think we're getting rid of water. Okay. Even if we were getting rid of water, like I pee it. So are these, as I saw a thing the other day that was like asking Chat GPT, like, to respond to you saying please or thank you.
I saw that.
Waste like one full bottle of water. And it's like, that's like drinking one bottle of water. And I'm like, well, first of all, I should drink a bottle of water. And second of all, like then you piss it out and then you filter that piss and now it's like water again. So like, what are you talking about?
Okay, so, from my understanding, like remember when everyone was making those like AI images of themselves? Like,
yeah,
people were like, don't do that. Every time you do that, it's harming the environment somehow because it takes X amount of something to make those images. I don't understand what any of that means. Like, what are they doing?
Okay, you just said you were going to explain what you understand. So basically,
I'm going to just read to you something. ChatGPT's water consumption is a significant environmental concern. Studies indicate that writing a 100-word email using ChatGPT requires roughly 519 milliliters of water. Not sure what measurement that is, but that's equivalent to slightly more than a water bottle. This water usage stems from the energy needed to power the servers running the AI model and the cooling systems that keep them from overheating. So this kind of goes back to what you were saying.
Yeah. So like kind of I was right, sort of, I guess.
But so is there this is a stupid question, but is there a factory?
This is the blind leading the
Is there a factory that the AI lives in?
Gaspar, I'm literally picturing gigantic macro chips. So like, I feel like both of us are just the most idiots on that. We'd probably see this shit in person and be like, that's what it looks like.
No, because it's probably just a computer.
I
Like,
mean, I get.
AI
Are you
hooked
picturing
up?
something gigantic?
I'm picturing the fucking
Field.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing
A football field of. I'm picturing a football of like
with Zordon
layers
from Power Rangers in the middle.
Me too.
And
like
just
layers of these walls that have just water flowing over them.
No, I don't
and then
picture
like
any water.
evaporation happening. And then there's like tiny people like throwing buckets of water at these hot chips. Who the hell? I don't know.
No, I'm picturing that guy with all the wires like right, on his head, and he's chat, and like he's just like and he's just getting sucked all the energy out of his life.
Nuts. Anyway, all right, let's get over this. Anyway, I don't have time for all that shit. I'm gonna learn it and I'm gonna get educated on it, but I'm openly telling you I don't know shit about shit.
Yeah, guys, please message us if you can explain it in simple terms.
Do not message us unless you are an expert. Because one thing I hate about my DMs is people are always coming up in here to correct me, and it's like, I don't see you walking children in nature. Unless your name is Jane Goodall, don't try to teach me about chimps. Got it? Like, that's the rule in my book. Like, I don't need
Jane
you.
Or nothing. Is Jane Goodall still alive?
And that's where we're ending the podcast. We're never calling her Jane Goodall again in our life. You're not my friend. You're not my friend. Goodbye. You guys, if you want tickets to me, you can get tickets at thejoedombrowski.com. And if you want to get tickets to see Gaspar, visit your local water waste treatment center.
Or GaspareRandazzo.com.
Bye, guys.
Wait, how do you pronounce it? Goodall?
Jesus.